Motorcycle Live with Josh Brooks, who's had a phenomenal 2015, including winning the British Superbike Championship. Josh, has that really sunk in yet, or are you still on cloud nine?
Yeah, it has sunk in, but it's not that that spur of the moment, amazing sense of joy, emotion. It's kind of like the years of hard work and the effort and the sacrifices you made are now justified. So you get a really sense of satisfaction.
Because you've been in the series for many years, what do you think clicked this season? Was it the Milwaukee Yamaha package ultimately for you, or your confidence knowing that you know these tracks and you know yourself that you can do well?
No, I've had confidence in myself for years, but just certain things haven't gone the right way at certain points in the season, or the bike hasn't been up to the job at task, you know. So I think this year it was a combination, a slight change of personnel in the team that really give me a lot more comfort, and I could relax a lot more knowing the bike was getting better and being improved. And also the bike itself being a new model is always exciting for a rider to come in and be part of that development process. It adds more interesting side of racing than just being on the same old bike, you know. So for quite a few years now, the models have been quite stale. So to be on with Yamaha at this exciting moment was really, you know, a fun side to the racing, and you know, the team were able to develop that bike to a point where it could win races, and it really just clicked well with me. It was, you know, the team were able to create the bike and the package that I felt comfortable with, and when I felt comfortable, I could win races. So, you know, the rest is history.
One rider here at Motorcycle Live is hoping for a stellar British Superbike season next year is James Ellison. James, you're back with JG Spieth at Kawasaki, ready to go for that title.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, we were pushing for the title this year. We started off so well, and as everybody knows, we had, or most people know, we had an injury that set us back, a couple of injuries. So yeah, I mean, to start the way we did and sort of have all that bad luck in the middle of the season was really, really frustrating, and it was kind of just a season of what could have been. But we still fought back and managed to finish third in the championship, so it showed how strong we are, even under the circumstances. And that's why I chose to stay with the team for next year, and with Kawasaki as well. I know there's a new Kawasaki coming out. And that was really exciting news for me. You know, I didn't think the old one was too old anyway. So when they said they were making some big improvements to the new one, I definitely knew I had to stay with Mark Smith-Halverson's team and with Kawasaki as well. So really, really looking forward to it. And yeah, I mean, the focus for us is to go out there and win the championship.
And you've undergone some tests recently in Spain. How do they go?
Yeah, I mean, I heard the new bike was going to be good, the 2016 ZX10, and I've got to experience that firsthand last week, and exceeded my expectations. You know, we did actually do a day back-to-back in Aragon with my old superbike that we finished third in the championship with. Spent a full day on it, setting the suspension up, threw some soft tyres on there, went as fast as I could, and then spent a day on the new bike, the second day, with a standard engine in there, and actually went 9/10 quicker on the new one. So already it shows how good the bike's going to be, and the potential's huge.
And especially for next season, you're going out there with a really strong package.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, that's what, like I said, that's what I was excited about anyway. But that's exceeded my expectations, and just really, really excited now to get the engine open, get it tuned, and you know, do all the little mods that we need to do to bring it up to a British Superbike, and go back out there at the end of January and really see what the bike's capable of.
Shaky, you're back on Ducati, back in the British Superbike Championship. Phenomenal package you have. You must be aiming for another title.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I'm always looking for another title. You know, at the end of the day, markers are meant to be moved, aren't they? And you know, if we stand still at 4, then for sure somebody one day might win 5. So you know, I'll try and win as many titles as I can before I decide I've had enough of racing, and you know, we'll see where that little journey takes us.
And now obviously you've been in British Superbikes for many years now. How hard do you think the challenge is going to be for next season with the riders that have confirmed so far?
You know, the challenge is always difficult. It's never easy. I mean, at the end of the day, if these titles were easy, they'd come on the back of Weetabix boxes, wouldn't they? And they don't, I can assure you. I got asked an interesting question earlier on about the competition and who I thought might be strong and who might not, or who whatever. But, you know, for me, for the PBM team, it's a big change. Obviously, we've been with another manufacturer for the last 4 or 5 seasons, so to jump on something completely different I think the best thing we can do, to be honest, is focus all of our attention on being as fast and as comfortable and testing as many parameters with the Ducati as we possibly can. So, my plan certainly in the initial test is to just get my head down, not look at lap times, not look at anybody else, and towards Silverstone, then maybe we'll start to take a little bit more notice. We'll know what shape we're in, and we'll see where everyone else is then.
Next year in the British Superbike Championship, there will be some new riders hoping to do well in the series, and one of them is with me now, Glenn Irwin, who will be riding a Ducati with PPM. How are you looking forward to that?
Yeah, it's a massive opportunity. I've always wanted to, one day be a British Superbike rider, but not just to say I am a BSB rider or to make up the numbers. So to get the opportunity with such a factory team as PBM and an iconic brand like Ducati, it's like all the special ingredients have come together. So really over the moon, still sinking in, but at the same time a lot of hard work ahead, and very excited for it.
I know it's really hard to say because you haven't had a chance to properly test the bike, but where would you like to see yourself in the season? Where do you think that you will end up finishing? Are you hoping for a showdown place, or is that too early to say?
I've had this conversation quite a lot lately, and I think to set a championship target is probably the wrong thing. I've seen likes of Rispoli and that are stepping up, and they want to be top rookie, and top rookie, but you might be 18th in the championship, so I have no interest in that. I think if I can find good pace and consistency, nice strong finishes, a little podium or two in there, and a win would be a dream. It might take some conditions to play in our hands. I don't know how competitive I'm going to be, but I do feel podiums are an achievable target, not straight away, and hopefully I can watch my teammate lift the championship.
I'm here with Anvil Hire Yamaha's newest team for British Superbikes in 2016, Billy McConnell and Sean Winfield. Boys, for Sean, back again with the team?
Yeah, back again with Tag, just moving over to the Yamaha from the Kawasaki last year, and really looking forward to getting stuck into it.
And you've got a new team as well, Billy. Excited to join this team?
Yeah, really excited. I was with Tag before, once in the past, and we had a good relationship then, so really looking forward to getting back into the team, and we've got a test book before Christmas, which is really good, which is something a little bit abnormal for the team to go before Christmas. So I think we'll get a little bit of a shakedown test there, and then come back in the new year, and we sort of know where we're sort of starting off from then.
And it's good that you said you've got a test, because you can get stuck into it and actually see what this bike is capable of.
Yeah, for sure. We haven't been out on the Yamaha yet, and like I say, we're going out just before Christmas, so we can really see what the bike's capable of and really get stuck into how the bike's going to perform.
I'm here with TT road racing legend John McGuinness. John, first of all, I want to talk to you about Macau. 4th place, good for you?
Yeah, it was a good ride. It was a good, honest ride. A little bit disappointed I missed out on the podium, but we were competitive all week, and good strong race. Had a good dice with Michael Rutter, Gary Johnson, Ian Hutchinson, Connor Cummins. So it was a good ding dong. It was just very, very hot and sweaty, and there was we were all having a great party until we had to get on the motorbikes, and then it was motorbikes serious for 3 days, and then back in the nightclub.
Because I've never been to Macau, it's one of the tracks I've never visited. What's it like? And what's the nightlife like as well?
It's pretty special, it's a huge gambling neon light 24 hours non-stop place, and the circuit's just incredible really. We get there as riders and we wonder what we're doing there, then we get on the bikes and do what we do, and it's when we finished it, there's a real big buzz about the place, and it's huge for the cars, and it's I've been going for 18 years. I love it, I really do. I enjoy going there, and sort of relieved it's all finished, but great camaraderie between all the boys, and it's definitely worth the look.
It's not every day that I get to speak to a world champion, but today I'm very lucky because I'm joined by Kawasaki Racing's Jonathan Ray. Jonathan, phenomenal 2015. You must be so pleased with everything you've had and the package you had with Kawasaki to take that title.
Yeah, I'm really proud of our year because, honestly, if you asked me at the start of the season, we would have, I think it's 14 wins and so many podiums. It's been like a dream come true. I knew that I could come and do a good job, but the level we rode at all season, I never expected in my wildest dreams, but it was cool. I mean, I found a when I joined Kawasaki, I found an amazing bike, an amazing team of people. You know, I struck a great relationship with my crew chief after working so long before with Chris Pike, and that's hard to find. And the group of guys we have just feels like you're going to the race weekend to hang out with your buddies and just work together and have fun. And then the result and the consequence of that just came race wins and podiums. And when we built the momentum in the season, it just seemed to keep building. And in the end, we managed to wrap up the championship in Jerez quite early, and I'm just really proud of the effort we did.
British Superbikes in 2016 will look a little bit different than this season's, because Tommy Hill, who's won the championship before, is back, but as a team manager with his own team and with Yamaha-backed machinery. Tommy, it's such exciting times ahead for you.
Yeah, it is exciting times. It's pretty hard work, to be fair. You know, I've spent the last sort of 2.5, 3 months working my butt off to try and get the bike behind ready, and a lot of sponsors on board. We've got some great guys involved at the moment. You know, ePayMe have been majorly involved in the championship over the years, and for us, it's nice that they've stepped up to the plate, and now they're the title sponsor of, with our team next year. So it's good that ePayMe have done that. With some great guys behind us already into the team that have supported me throughout my career. So yeah, it's good. You know, it's a shame about what happened last year with the team, but it is what it is. You know, the good thing is now is with my new team, I'm in control and I can sort of choose its destiny. But yeah, it's exciting times. We've got 2 great riders. We've got some Yamaha support as well. So the bike's proved to be good this year. You know, Brooks is a mega rider. They've got a great team with the Milwaukee Yamaha team, and we need to try and do that. You know, but year 1 for us is about finishing consistently and trying to get good, strong results. You know, we're not realistic there to win it year 1. We're a new team. We've got good experience throughout with me as a manager and ex-rider. We've got a few ex-riders in the team. We've got 2 good riders with John Hopkins and Stuart Easton. So yeah, we're in a good position. It's just been hard work, you know, to get it where it is, but it's quite overwhelming really to sort of see this bike up on the main stage here at the Motorcycle Live and see it in all its glory, and the response has just been huge. So yeah, emotional at times, but now I just look at, you know, trying to secure a few more sponsors for the team next year and just piece the jigsaw together.
I'm here with Stuart Easton, and behind me is the bike that he'll be riding in British Superbikes in 2016 as he is signed for Tommy Hill's new team. And Stuart, fantastic news for you.
Yeah, it's great to be signed up to this new project with Tommy and ePayMe Yamaha. I'm looking forward to the season. I want to fast forward a few months and get testing. I'm sure Tommy wants more time, but yeah, just looking forward to getting on the bike.
And full Yamaha backing as well, that's a plus.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, to get the information is a big thing from the championship winning bike from this year is a huge plus. And yeah, just like I say, it's up to us now to pick up the ball and carry it on. And
you had bad injuries towards the end of the British Superbike season this year. How are you feeling now?
Not too bad. I mean, I'm pretty much healed bone-wise. It's not been easy, like you say. It was quite another big injury, and one I could have done without. But these things happen, and I was lucky again. So looking at the positives and looking forward to next year.
Pete, first of all, such an exciting 2016. Lots of riders. Let's start with the Superbikes. Luke Mossey again, and Philip Backlund.
Yeah, absolutely, and maybe we're a little bit glutton for punishment this year, but we're obviously going to touch on the other classes. But Luke's been phenomenal this year, and to introduce Philip to the team is really, really nice. He's such a great guy. We know he's got the potential, and I'm sure Philip will be up there battling with Luke. Nobody likes their teammate to beat them, so yeah, it's going to be a really entertaining year, and we're looking for a showdown realistically out of Luke, and we're really looking for top 10 positions for Philip, and then to progress from there when he's learnt the team and the new bike and things like that.
I'm a very lucky girl here at Motorcycle Live because I've got not one but 2 Quattro Plant Kawasaki riders with me in the British Superbike Championship for 2016. Luke Mossey, you were with the team last year, won the Riders' Cup accolade, a fantastic achievement. Hoping to go one better next season. Yeah,
obviously, you know, we've had a great first year, and yeah, going to 2016, obviously we've been with the same team. You know, it's always it's a nice thing, and obviously there's a new bike out. So, like I said, just looking forward to getting to Spain and you know, sitting on the new bike for the first time.
I know, the new bike, you haven't even seen it yet, have you? But it looks an impressive package, so you must be aiming for the showdown, more podiums and race wins.
Yeah, I've heard great things. I know that GB Moto have been in Spain testing on a standard bike and they're saying good things, so yeah, just looking forward to getting to Spain. And yeah, obviously next year we've had 2 podiums in our first year, so if we can hope for more next year, you know, I think we can definitely do it.
You had a phenomenal rookie season. Did you surprise yourself with just how well you did?
Yeah, it was a struggle at the start, and you know, we sort of kept quiet and kept our heads down, and you know, chipped away, and you know, we come to Thruxton and got our first podium, and ever since then, you know, obviously a confident boost, and you know, I think every rider needs a bit of confidence and a bit of luck now and then. So yeah, it was just a bit of a shocking year, really, but a good year.
And you've got a new teammate, and I hear that you guys actually rode against each other when you were 12 in mini motos. Philip Backlund,
yes.
Welcome to the Quattro Plant Ghoul Kawasaki team. Looking forward to the next season?
I am, really. I'm super delighted to be able to sign for Quattro Plant Ghoul Kawasaki. They've done a brilliant job this last couple of years, and also Luke during 2015. So yeah, I'm going to be very, very nice, very good.
And looking forward to once again riding with Luke.
Yeah, I mean, we met each other down in 2002 in Spain, more for testing, mini motos, and now we're on big bikes. So yeah, of course, it's going to be good.
I'm joined by British supersport rider Andy Reid, who swapped his Yamaha for a Kawasaki. Tell me more about it.
Well, first off, a change of colour for the year, and you know, I'm really looking forward to it. The team's really good from what I can see, and last year they done a very good job with bringing on Luke, first year in Superbike, and you know, he had a couple of top 6 finishes, a podium, and you know, awesome. So hopefully we'll be able to go into the season this year and carry the momentum on, and you know, we'll be hitting the ground running and hopefully going for a championship.
And how did the deal come about with you and the Quattro team?
Oh, it's this motorbike world, everything's up and down. Nothing is ever confirmed, you know, things can fall through and whatever, but you know, we I'd obviously parted ways with TTC with Keith Flint, but you know, me and Keith are still absolutely 100% great buddies. You know, I was on the phone to him yesterday. I'm going to his concert here on Monday at Belfast, so you know, me and him are 100%. We're all good, so no hard feelings at all. It's just one of those things. You know, it came to my point and I had to move on. So, you know, this was the best option that came on the table, so I took it.
I'm here at Motorcycle Live with Danny Kent, who is Moto 3 champion. That sounds lovely, doesn't it? And I bet it hasn't sunk in yet.
No, to be fair, it hasn't sunk in at all. You know, I feel my normal self, but it's a dream come true. You know, this is what all the sacrifices, all the hard work, and you know, all of that is finally paid off. You know, to be the first British Grand Prix champion since Barry Sheene, 38 years. So no, it's a dream come true.
You had to wait a long time, but it's definitely worth the wait. At the final race of the season, what was that like looking back at that for you?
Yeah, of course, you know, it was nervous. You know, we're nervous before we go to every race, but of course, you know, with the media and, you know, having the chance to win the championship 4 races before, you know, not being able to do it. So, of course, you know, I had a lot of practice going into Valencia, so, you know, I got used to the nerves, and, you know, I just had to go out there, finish inside the top 14, and, you know, we was able to do that.
I'm here at the Suzuki stand with Maverick Vinales, MotoGP rider for Suzuki. First of all, talk to me about 2015. How do you think it went for you?
Yeah, for me, it's been a really good year. I think we did a really good season. Anyway, I think we need to improve in some areas that we were working really hard now in the test, in the winter test. So for sure, I think for the next season we can be strong.
And you've just had a test in Sepang, where you tested out the seamless shift gearbox. How did that go for you?
For me, it's been working really good. In Malaysia, I think that we have another big step there in the gearbox, so for sure makes one big step.
And so what else did you test there at your private session?
No, nothing more, just we tested the seamless and some new electronics for 2016.
I'm with Leon Haslam here at Motorcycle Live, and first of all, before I say anything at all, you've had some recent arm pump surgery. How did it go?
Yeah, really good. You know, Dr. Mayer in Barcelona is one of the top surgeons for that surgery, and yeah, it went fantastically. I've already been riding motocross and trials bikes since, so yeah, I'm ready to go for next year. Just need to sort the job out now.
And how long has that been affecting you? How long have you been struggling with that injury?
I didn't really thought I struggled with it like other people did. You know, this year when I broke some ribs, I got it quite bad at the odd race. And I went for the test just to think maybe I need it, maybe I don't. And after the test that he did, he said it was quite severe. So he's basically saying that it's going to be a big improvement for next year. So we'll wait and see.
And it shows you've got a stronger pain barrier than me for you not to struggle and still get fantastic results.
Yeah, you know, it's always in the back of your mind, you know, when you're a little bit tense or riding not quite as relaxed as you should, you know, it always becomes an issue. But, you know, to have that out of the mind and be able to ride, you know, without even having any issues, you know, I'm pretty looking forward to that.
I'm with Rory Skinner, who's a young British talent who's doing wonders in the Red Bull Rookies and the Junior World Championships. You've had a really strong 2015, Rory.
Yeah, this year it's been a massive learning curve. I've been learning how the Moto3 machines work, how I've got to adapt my riding style to make them work. Because previously I'd only rode a 4-stroke twice in the Monowaki Cup last year, so yeah, it's a bit of a learning curve coming from a 2-stroke.
But you did really well. The final round of the Red Bull Rookies, pole and 2 podium positions.
Yeah, the last round went really well. We got a good setting from the first free practice, so I felt really confident. And just every session I'd improve. And going into qualifying, I broke the track record held by Jorge Martin the year before, so that was really positive for me going into the races. The races were really good. Race 1 was unfortunately there was a red flag and it was shortened to I think 8 laps, so it was more of a sprint race than before. So I was able to get a little bit of a gap on the last lap, but unfortunately the 2 riders behind me slipstreamed each other and just put me over the line by I was less than I think I was just a 1/10 of a second behind the leader.
I'm at the Honda Racing stand with World Superbike Honda racer Michael van der Mark. Michael, first of all, how is your right arm? Because I know you missed some testing in Jerez.
Yeah, I missed some testing in Jerez. I was injured, and I went straight back home to help the injury. And for now, everything is okay. Maybe I need a little operation, but for the first test in January, everything will be fine.
And what have you made so far of your Honda for 2016?
Yeah, we made a big improvement on the engine, and the first test in Aragon was quite okay. The weather wasn't perfect, but we finally felt the improvements on the bike. So it was a shame I couldn't ride it like I wanted in Jerez, but I have a good feeling for it.
And this is your second year with the team in the World Superbike class, so big expectations for you.
Yeah, last year I was the rookie, so not so many expectations from last year, but this year I know the track, I know the bikes. I must be faster everywhere from the beginning, and last year was a good year, but this year must be better.
I'm on the Ducati stand with Pramac Ducati rider MotoGP, Scott Redding. Scott, first of all, you had phenomenal tests in Jerez.
Yeah, we just got back from the test yesterday. I set the fastest time on the second day. I mean, all the riders went there, but the progression was good, you know, and I start to feel confident with the Ducati now. And just starting to feel at home, you know, with the bike, the team. After 2 tests, I already feel like super ready for the season. So I just want to get training over the winter and get prepped for the first race.